So, as compared to the Eco Center, the Nature Heritage Walk Trail, the downtown area with its downtown phenomena that's like paranormal activity and hauntings, a possession within you, if you will, the mill downtown, the shopping centers, the cars. How are we measuring up with our HGC? Are we balanced? Oh, I know not. Are we aware? We will be. I'm working on that, as well as many others. Even our food production affects HGC. As far as the foods we eat, genetically modified foods. Some are good, some are bad. It depends on who's making them, who's designing these foods. We must think of it as personal responsibility as human beings. Before we shun a concept of or idea, we must be aware. The same as before we accept it. So we have to utilize all the tools and resources that are available to us to be well-informed American citizens and citizens of the world in our respective localities, whether it be city, state, or nation. Our rivers, our streams, our agricultural, food, life, the buildings, our architecture, the materials, our streets, our bridges, the businesses that we have in our localities, our hospitals. Are we up to par with our technology? Are our professionals contaminated with HGC and not doing their job descriptions properly? Something to think about. Because I was kidnapped once. I'm the biological son of a queen in Africa and a prince in Africa. Although the prince was in exile and the queen, she was in voluntary hiding here in this little cozy town called Rome, Georgia. They had me surrogated. I was born to a surrogate mother who became my governess, and her husband was my governor, I guess you could say. And they signed all the proper paperwork to keep me until I got grown. My mother, the queen, would come and check on me up until I was an adult. She'd come to the salon or come to a ball wherever I was and check up on me and instruct me and teach me, things like that. I don't let that go to my head. I am still a human being. I still must be educated. I still have to be ethical. And I have to use all my leadership training, because one day when I do take the throne, I must be responsible. But yes, my governor and my governess, I call them mom and daddy, they took me to Europe with their natural child. And they had another one there. We stayed there a couple of years, and then we moved back to the States. He was a military man. Oh, that's enough about me. Let's go check on the homeless shelter. Because the homeless makes up a great deal of HGC. When a human becomes historically genetically contaminated, they exhibit components of HGC, which will ultimately render them homeless.